This video is about sinus infections. I wanted to share some hard-won lessons that I learned after having sinus headaches for 25 years. I don't know. So, they're terrible. Let's see, 30 million people get sinus headaches a year per the CDC, Centers for Disease Control. 15 million every year go to the doctor to try and get help. Our oncologist told us that they're very hard to treat because they're so far inside the skull. One of the things they told us that they do is they go in surgically and have a machine that sucks out the congestion and everything that's in there. I talked to a patient that had 3 of them. They were horrible, incredibly painful. The patient's eyes were swollen shut from the surgery, and it didn't, like, it was a temporary fix, but it didn't handle it permanently. So I'm going to give you some tips here that we've discovered to be very helpful. Okay, so the first one is, there's this book, this is the audio book, The China Study, and it's written by T. Colin Campbell. He did a lot of research and animal studies on cancer and nutrition. It's the best health book I've ever read, and I have read a ton of these books. He says that he found a link between cancer and milk. So he recommends trying quitting milk for 2 months and see if that helps you. I did that. I couldn't believe how much mucus was clogged in my sinuses and how long it was draining. That is something you should try. I know the milk people don't want you to hear this, but it's true and it works, and I think far more people are allergic to milk and cannot digest milk well, and then it leads to sinus problems. Okay, next thing. This is known as a neti pot. It's a very simple tool, costs you about $14. It's a little plastic teapot, not a teapot, but it looks like a teapot. You put warm water in this, you add a saline packet, mix it up. Over your bathroom sink, you irrigate your nostrils. You pour the water in, water comes out the other side, and this helps to get the sinuses draining, but also though, your hairs in your nose catch bacteria. And the theory is that if you wash out your nose regularly, that bacteria doesn't have a chance to go into your system. We tried this. Last year, Kayla, my daughter, who is being treated for leukemia, was in the hospital January, February, March, 2 weeks each stay, and nothing was found until the last stay. A sinus infection was found, and that was the cause of all these problems. When she left the hospital, we quit all dairy, both of us, started the neti pot every day, and she hasn't been sick in a year, even though she is immune compromised and still on chemo. That's how much this works. The next thing that you can do, let's say you have a sinus headache, you're in a lot of pain. You got to have one of these. This is just a handy tool to have in your house all the time. Turn it on. Start feeling around your nose with the machine on. What's going to happen is you're going to find a tickle spot. Stay on that spot, keep rubbing it, and you will start sneezing. This facilitates draining the sinuses. And it's also handy for soft, sore spots in your head. It helps massage them out and relieve headaches. Neck massage is a very good tool, but particularly good for the sinuses and getting that drainage happening. Okay, this is thyme, the spice, and a bulb of garlic. You make a tea out of this. You take probably 5 of these cloves, the little pieces, peel them, put them in a little pot with water. Take a teaspoon to half a teaspoon of thyme, dump it in, simmer it for about 20 minutes till it smells and it has a greenish color. Now I warn you, this does not taste good, but it works like you wouldn't believe. A friend of mine used this recipe for walking pneumonia, and it helped her a lot. Thyme is a natural expectorant. We got approval from Kayla's oncologist to use this tea for Kayla even though she was on chemo. So that's another tip for you. Now, allergies. There could be food allergies. Another allergy that's common is dust mite allergies. Those are those little disgusting bugs. If you see the pictures of them on the internet, they're gross. Anyway, if you don't have a special allergy pillowcase where the weave is woven very, very tight to keep the bugs from penetrating through, those dust mites get into your pillow, nest, and breed, and can turn into thousands of dust mites that you don't know about. So get those special allergy pillowcases. They don't cost a lot, $6, $7, something like that. That's a big thing. Mattress covers. The other thing is using lighter curtains or cleaning your curtains. If you're a child or if you have stuffed animals, they need to be washed. Most of our stuffed animals have come out perfect. What you do is you put it on cold delicate and you dry it delicate. It comes out great and it makes a big difference. Another allergy that's spoken about is allergy to roaches and roach stuff. So this is a great pesticide. This is Harris Famous Roach Tablets. Cheap, $6 at Ace Hardware. This has 100 tablets in it. I placed it around the house. We live in Florida, and Florida is humidity central. And because of that, the bugs like it. I put this around the house in places where pets and children couldn't get to it. I haven't seen a roach since. It's fantastic. So there you go. There's my tips, and I have a website, www.freehelpforcancer.com. There's more information on the Sinus page, but these things really do help. Thank you very much.